In our Sunrise Smart Start new this morning, Rochester police are investigating 2 motor vehicle accidents that ended in DWI charges. The first on Lilac Ave, where investigators say they arrived a little after midnight, finding a 28-year-old woman pinned underneath a car. She was taken to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. The driver, a 49-year-old man, is said to have been leaving a parking lot when he drove over the woman who was lying down. And on Portland Ave, a little after 1 this morning, officers arrived to find an SUV had struck the front porch of a house. Investigators say the 28-year-old driver failed to negotiate a curve, left the road, and hit the porch. The drivers at both scenes have been charged with DWI. A family is home safe, and 3 people are charged with kidnapping after deputies say they were abducted from a home in Perryton. All this while 1 person of interest has yet to be found. This all started Saturday at around 3 p.m. when MCSO says deputies were called to a Perryton residence for a report that a mother and her 2 children had been abducted. They were found in a residence in Rochester hours later. Investigators say the abduction appeared to be targeted by a family member. After reviewing camera video from the home, deputies later identified vehicles and potential suspects involved. An Amber Alert and BOLO alert were issued. The Rochester Airport and Canadian border were notified after hearing information the kidnappers could be leaving the area. Their search led them to a home in Rochester where they found the 3 victims unharmed. Major Jeff Wagner says it was the collaboration of multiple agencies that made finding the victims possible.
We worked with multiple local, state, and federal partners to disseminate information about this abduction and about the victims to bring about a safe return of all 3 of them.
Deputies have charged 31-year-old Gamil Ahmed, 30-year-old Omar Saleh, and 26-year-old Dejur Paul with 2nd-degree kidnapping. The 3 men were in court Sunday morning, while 1 person of interest has yet to be found. Omar Saleh has pled not guilty and is being held without bail. He's set to appear in Rochester City Court this morning. MCSO says anyone with information about Omar Saleh's whereabouts is asked to call 911.
I don't really have any other details. He states he shot his mother with a shotgun, said that she was obviously dead, and then said that he would try to hurt officers if they tried to harm him.
That was what police are calling a false 911 call that led to a large police presence near South Ave Sunday evening. Police made their way near South Ave around 7 p.m. Sunday after they received a call from someone saying they committed a serious crime, only for it to be a fake incident. Rochester police tell us they responded near Elmwood and South Ave after they got an anonymous phone call from someone saying they committed a firearm-related offense. That call prompted police to create a perimeter and shut down several blocks to traffic for almost an hour. During the investigation, police say they confirmed the incident was a false call, which is a crime, and no one was found injured. President Trump has rejected Iran's response to the latest U.S. peace proposal to end the war, writing on social media. He doesn't like it and it's totally unacceptable, but he didn't explain why. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said in an interview that aired on CBS 60 Minutes Sunday night, the war is not over because the regime still has enriched uranium sites that need to be dismantled and proxies it supports. The war continues to spike U.S. gas prices, currently averaging $4.52 a gallon. That is according to AAA. Now, top Trump administration officials are floating the idea of pausing the national gas tax.
All measures that can be taken to lower the price at the pump and lower the prices for Americans, this administration is in support of.
Multiple states have announced actions to temporarily cut or reduce their gas taxes, including Georgia, Indiana, and Utah. Several other states are also considering similar plans. 17 Americans and a British national who resides in the U.S. disembarked from a cruise ship at the center of a hantavirus outbreak and flew home from the Canary Islands on a charter flight Sunday. The virus has been blamed for killing 3 and making multiple others sick. All passengers on the MV Hondias. Medical officials say 1 American has tested positive for the virus and another is showing mild symptoms. They'll fly to Omaha, Nebraska to get treatment at the U.S. National Quarantine Unit. State police are releasing new numbers from this year's Operation Hard Hat, a work zone enforcement effort tied to National Work Zone Awareness Week. During the campaign, which ran from April 20th through April 24th, troopers issued 967 tickets across work zones statewide, a 35% increase from previous efforts. The initiative targeted speeding, distracted driving, and violations of the state's move over law. Officials say the goal is to remind drivers that work zones require extra caution and attention. Let's get to our sunrise traffic report here at 6:54. That view from our Greater Rock Sky Eye Cam, with that volume increasing, of course, as we approach 7 o'clock. There is an incident on 104 West at Veterans Memorial Bridge, a disabled vehicle blocking that left lane. So we are seeing a bit of a slowdown on our traffic map. But other than that, our map is showing up green. So if you're headed out the door in the next few minutes, average drive times. Final check of the forecast with James. What do the people need to know?
Warm the car up.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Oh, it is so cold out there. 30s for you, way below average for today. Even the afternoon high temperatures. Not one day will we get to average this entire work week. Just 50s and 60s for you. Best chance for rain is going to come on Wednesday. You see that there. Just kind of a soaker of a day. And then that rain fades going into Thursday. And then finally we'll start to see some warmth. And not only just a couple of days, it should be sustained, Iran. So I expect by the weekend and then into the following week, we'll finally start to see those temperatures warm enough where we can finally start planting things over the next few days.
I think we're all ready. My Instagram is full of people just wanting to plant.
Sure, planning and just being able to get outside. And yesterday, you know, it was nice to see the sun, but still just a little on the cooler side.
Just a tad. And make sure to check out our podcast, Second Cup of Sunrise. I'll be there with James this morning, 9 a.m. Be there or be square.
Yeah, we'll be there. Lots to catch up on over the Mother's Day weekend.
Yep. Thank you so much for watching News 8 at Sunrise. That does it for us. CBS Mornings up next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.